Hello and welcome to part 2 of our not so long way up trip. We are in Hamburg with my 2021 standard range Model 3 LFP and today we are heading to Denmark. That's only like 1.5 hours to get there, 4 hours to our hotel. That's pretty nice. Let's jump inside the car and check what it says. Right, we are at 51% state of charge and we want to head to I think it's called Feldbjerg. Seems like I misread that. So yeah, Vestbjerg it seems to be. Anyway, we need to charge soon. I don't know why it wants us to go there slowly. We gonna go here, not too slowly, and after that I guess we can make it maybe up there, maybe over here. Yeah, let's put like this one in, calling Denmark as the next stop after. Edit trip, switcheroo, and then we really might add another one. Remove charging stops so you don't do stupid things. I don't know how long that is. 45 minutes of charge. Maybe not. Maybe we're gonna go to this one, 150, 250. Yeah, okay, let's do what trip planner initially thought probably the better idea. And after that we are adding in something over here. There's none. Let's see, we might be able to reach this one, as we're not gonna go that fast through Denmark. So let's have a look what the car says. 3 p.m. until we're there. Let's try to get that a bit faster. 4 p.m. until we're there. We really need to get that faster. Anyway, let's head to the next supercharger. 21% on arrival sounds good. We're already starting to preconditioning. That's perfect. And then we can get some breakfast over there. So yeah, nice. Let's go. We are on our way, ripping it with 180 kilometers an hour, and there's a beautiful Taycan in, I don't know what the color's called, but pretty dark blue. Oh, I love it. Gross Turismo. That's my dream car. Absolutely, I love it so much. Anyway, we're ripping it as long as we can. We're down to 14% on arrival, and the battery is getting nice and warm, just as we wanted, so we can get good speeds from charging. That's pretty much the best way you can get your battery warm. Just rip it and also have it preconditioning all the way. Yeah, 18 minutes to the charger, then we might get some breakfast or so, and coffee, definitely, and then on to the Danish border. Just have to add that real quick. It was Neptune Blue, the Taycan. Nice color, so beautiful. As I told you in the last video, today we are trying not to hit only superchargers. So I just replanned our first stop, had a look what's around near the supercharger, and there is an NBV charging park with 24-ish connectors or something like that, just some kilometers further up. So we're going there, having a look at that. Also there's a RAL Pulse next to it, but NBV is a bit cheaper, so we're gonna go to NBV because why not? Yeah, that's pretty nice. We're gonna be arriving there with currently 6% state of charge. Yeah, let's see, 7, so it's fluctuating, but we're also going almost 180, so That's to be expected. But yeah, looking good. Let's hit NBW instead of the supercharger and check out what they have to offer there. And we are pretty much there. We just left the Autobahn, and here's the Aral station with Aral pools back there towards the McDonald's with an EQS or EQE charging. And here we are at NBW. That's what we want to hit. So let us plug in somewhere over here. Pretty nice. Let's try to get a single charger so we don't have to power share. And let's not use this one because of CHAdeMO. So let's keep them free. Like, use the second charger, I would say. That should be fine. Or on the back side. That's not a CHAdeMO unit, so that's all fine. I always try to not block the CHAdeMO chargers like that one over there, because there are way less of them, and there are also way less CHAdeMO cars. Way less CHAdeMO cars, so we can keep them free, and we're parked so diagonally here. But anyway, let me jump out and authorize and plug in. Just authorized this plug. Chunky 300 kilowatt cables, but come on. Yeah, there we go. Not a one-handed operation. Maybe if I would grab it like this, that would work. Let's have a look at the screen. Communicating and preparing. Of course, handshake time is a bit longer, but I just heard the contactors clicking. And what are we getting? 4 kilowatts. That's not what the car wants. Now we go. Now we're ramping up. I already had some of those Alpitronic units. They normally are really good and working well, but I also had them brick already and only deliver like 4-ish kilowatts. So, and we're getting the second module. Come on, give us a second module. We want 100 kilowatts more. Yeah, here we go. Those are the Hike 300 chargers. They have 4 75 kilowatt modules, so they ramp up in 75 kilowatt steps sometimes, depending on what the car asked for initially. Now it just went over the limit there, and I'm not sure if we're getting more than 153. Yeah, here we go. Come on, I don't want Niko Rosberg there. 173, that's what we want to see. Ramping up nicely. Nice. Okay, so that's charging. We're getting full speeds. We ripped it enough. That's awesome. Let's charge until we have some breakfast, I would say. We're gonna run over there, I guess to McDonald's, maybe to the gas station. I'm gonna grab my cup for the coffee here, and yeah, let's get some breakfast and then go to the Danish border. We got our breakfast and we're back to the car. We're only at 76%. We're only at 75 kilowatts of power. That's still going in the car, but we're already at 72% state of charge in 17 minutes, so that's pretty good. From 6-ish%, I think. Let's have a look at that curve. Looking good. Yeah. Maybe we're gonna go to 80 or something like that. We're just gonna eat something real quick before jumping onto the highway again, because it's easier to eat while not driving. And yeah, then, as I already said multiple times, we're pretty much on the way to Denmark. Awesome. We are charged up to 94%, only getting 35 kilowatts. Let's stop that charge. Even the BYD Atto was here shorter than us because they didn't eat their breakfast or so, I don't know. But we have enough juice to get wherever we want to go. So I'm jumping in, getting my coffee, put that in there. Awesome. And now to Denmark. So I just had a look where we wanted to charge. We're gonna hit not that supercharger, but at this parking lot down there. Now where did it go? Here. There is a non-supercharger to fast charge there to make it more interesting. We also would have the supercharger as a backup, and the next charging stop will be somewhere up there shortly before our hotel, because we want to go up there as well today. But for now, let's head to Kolding. Time to head out. Looking good. We are coming up to the Danish border. You can see the sign there. The truck will be in the way in just a sec. 1 kilometer to the border. We are down to 50% state of charge. And we will be arriving at 8%. I'm pretty sure that's gonna go up because I really pushed it as fast as I could. I'm gonna give you the camera because of the border, and we don't want to break any laws, which we never do. So you can see this here should be the border, I think, coming up. So slowing down pretty much. And I think those rest stops over there are already in Denmark. Yeah, but they do have some traffic lights there. I think they can just close the border, but I don't think we have any border controls here. It's just maybe them looking inside the car, making sure no one brings anything illegal in the country, which is fine, and which we of course don't do. So yeah, looking pretty well. Let's cross the border and head on to Kolding, the next 84 kilometers then. We are well on our way cruising through Denmark with 130 max because we can't rip it here. That's why we also will be arriving with 14% state of charge, even though we're at 31 and still have to go 35 kilometers, but easy going, no problem at all. 22 minutes to the supercharger, or yeah, to the supercharger, and then we continue on, but it's still preconditioning. We can have a look in a sec, or I'm gonna do that because filming and driving and looking for that isn't going to work well. If we can now navigate to the charger itself and not to the supercharger. But yeah, looking good so far. Driving is really relaxed here. No war on the street like in Germany. But also less fun. And a lot of autopilot driving now. Let's do this. We are pretty much at the exit towards the supercharger, so we're gonna edit our trip and remove this boy, so we can go to the other fast charger that we plan to go to not use superchargers today. We're gonna be there with 40% state of charge, so that's all right. 6 kilometers to go, only 5 more minutes. And then we'll see how that charging works, if that's any different here to in Germany or somewhere else. I don't think so, but yeah, I'm pumped to see. So that's definitely more interesting than just going to a supercharger, plugging in and having it working. So always fun to test out how things work in different countries. And there's a Model S coming. There are so many Teslas on the road, not only in Denmark, also in Germany, but it's so crazy. So many Teslas and so many EVs. Just love to see it. And here we are at the parking lot with the chargers. I don't know what those are, but there's no nothing blocking access, so we're going there and having a look at those. Damn. Ooh, Siemens chargers. We already charged at them in southern France. You might remember on the... We need to go this spot. During New Year's trip, we charged at one of those at a highway rest stop. Looking good. Awesome. Let's park and unplug us here and have a quick look what's going on. Let's open up the port already. Awesome. C-charge. Nice. Let me just authorize that and check if everything works fine. I just authorized something and the display said something. I'm not sure if I authorized number 3 over there. What the heck? Okay, let me cancel that and try to find this plug here. Okay, wild. Those points don't have the same ID that the MBW app shows me. So I had to just authorize and see what color changes here, the light strip. And now I just authorized number 2 and it worked, and now we're charging. Ramping up the power. This charger should be able to deliver 240 kilowatts, so that's fine. Oh my god, it's so windy out here. Let's get back in the car, and the floor is really dirty down there. 60 kilowatts. 69, nice. 72, 76, 82, ramping up slowly. 90 kilowatts, 97, 104. Okay, do we have anything around us here? Kinda doesn't look like it. So that's not too interesting for a charge guide, because there's literally nothing here. I don't want to recommend anyone to go here because, I don't know, maybe good when you're working here or have like an appointment in there, whatever it is, I don't know, but for traveling, maybe not the best stop. It was good for us because it is in a good location on our trip, and only 140 kilowatts. Are we too cold, or can the charger not deliver more if it's 240 at full voltage? I don't know. Anyway, still okay charging, but we're not gonna charge for 40 minutes. I don't know, we're maybe going to 60-ish% or so. 170 kilometers to our next planned stop. I'm gonna have a look inside my app if we have maybe some rest stop area on our way somewhere there. And yeah, then we can see if there's a better alternative to that supercharger there. But yeah, for now, 130. Maybe we're getting some more in just a sec, but we'll see. So we found a charging stop just a bit before the supercharger, which was somewhere over there. This is literally right next to the highway. It's a Clever charger. It's literally named Clever. And it looks pretty nice, what you can see from here, from the images. Also nice that they put the nameplate in the Google images. That's awesome. McDonald's right next to it, so we can have some lunch maybe, I don't know. But yeah, looking pretty good. Also Alpitronic units, not those Siemens units that I'm not so happy with. I don't know, I don't like them too much. We're only getting slow speeds right now. It's because of the car, but before I'm not sure if the car was at fault. I don't know, but yeah, looking pretty good. We need like maybe 10% more to have some buffer. Then it's 137 kilometers to go with like 65-ish% should be fine. Yeah, and then 1.5 hours more of driving. Then we might be at our hotel at 3 p.m. ish. I think maybe a bit later, because we need to charge here for another 15 minutes or so. But looking good so far. We also need to have enough buffer to get up there, and then I don't know, somewhere over here at the west coast for sunset maybe. That would be pretty nice if that would be enough time, if we could get that yeah, like that, or timing, whatever I wanted to say. Yeah, so that's the plan for now. Let's maybe charge for 2 more minutes until we drop below 100 kilowatts, and then we swap drivers and head out again. We're up to 72%, even though the car thinks we're gonna be arriving with only 8%. I don't think so. I think we're gonna be arriving with way more. So let us unplug here, get the cable back into its handle grab hook thing over here, and jump on the passenger side, and yeah, get on the road. Also, that looks kind of Dutch to me. That's funny. But yeah, it's fresh and windy, but at least some kind of sun up there. So I just noticed we wanted to charge somewhere around here, and driving here is so much slower and takes so much less energy that we can get even further up to this supercharger with 11% on arrival. So I'm gonna have a look around that area for a non-supercharger to charge at. Let's see if we can see something maybe here already. Is there something next to the supercharger maybe? Eon. We're not gonna go to Eon because I'm not charging at those people's chargers. I just don't like Eon. Maybe we do have something over here. Doesn't look like it. I'm gonna have a look in the NBW app, and then we'll see if there is some alternative to the supercharger up there around that area. Okay, there is quite some options around here. There is Eon down here somewhere, I think. There is Ionity over here, but I don't have a tariff that makes Ionity feasible right now, available. So we're not gonna use Ionity. And we have, this says Eon Drive and Clever. I don't know, maybe we're gonna go over here or down here. There's definitely enough options that we could take. There's also a Burger King and I think a McDonald's or something, and some more rest stop areas. We're just gonna continue navigating to the supercharger because the car then definitely will precondition correctly, so that's all fine. And if we go to another charger just around there, that's working fine as well. We try not to use the supercharger if possible, but if the other chargers make problems, we still have the supercharger right next to it, and we can just go there, plug in, and have it working. So yeah, looking good. Cruising slowly here with 80 kilometers an hour because of construction sites or something that seems to be similar to a construction site. And there's an ID bus. Beautiful. Hello. Nice. Yeah. Let's do that 1 more hour to the charging stop and hope that we can shave off some time of that, but I don't think so. Let's hope. We're currently at the exit where we would have had to drive out to the superchargers we first navigated to for the car to be relaxed, and it told us that we would be arriving with 20% at first and later with 25%. We're now at 30%. So good decision to go 50 kilometers further to charge there. Yeah, looking good. We're gonna be arriving with 12%. It just started preconditioning, so that's pretty good. We're making progress, but not too fast. But it's working. We're gonna get there at some point. As we're exiting, another Model 3 pulls in front of us to exit with us. And I'm pretty sure he also wants to go charge. Even though he is gonna go to the supercharger, I guess, and we aren't. We're gonna have a look at the, I think, 12 plug Eon Drive installation, even though I don't like Eon. Or maybe we're gonna go over to McDonald's to this one. Let's see if those are available. We still have 10% state of charge, pretty good time to plug in with some buffers just to be sure everything works fine. Over there is Ionity with 6 plugs, 350 kilowatts, and I think over there at the Sunset gas station is the supercharger. But we're gonna go right here and back to McDonald's or Burger King. I'm not sure. I think somewhere here at Burger King on the left it should be, if it's available. Let's see. In here, can we go in here? Looking pretty full, I would say. Yeah, do we? Neon Drive and Clever. This e-tron is... Let's get next to the e-tron. Is he just unplugging? Or is he trying to plug in? I think he's unplugging. Yeah, let's pull in there and let's charge there. Then we don't block any stalls or take away any power from the Model Y. And also we will get full power that's available. Cable should be long enough for us to reach over. I'm gonna let him drive away and then plug in. Awesome. Yeah, great. I'm gonna jump out, authorize, plug in, and then we'll need to charge not even that long. Only 5% more to arrive at our destination. We're gonna charge for longer because we do want some buffer, and I do want to find the restroom and stuff, but okay, nice. These are at least labeled, so let's hope these numbers are the same as in the NBW app. I just authorized and it's instantly working. The numbers are correct, so that's perfect. Let me try to grab the handle like this. No, that's not working well. Okay, that's gonna be better like this. Plugging in, looking good. Is it communicating? Do we need to push it up? Nope. Contactors are going. Let's see. They have the default interface here, so it's a Hike 300. You can also charge with Easy Park here. That's interesting. Not gonna do that though. And the terminal is out of order, and it says out of order in German. That's funny. But we're getting good speeds, ramping up. 85, 91. Alpitronics ramp up really fast. That's great. Better than the Siemens chargers that we had before. And we're getting full speed. 166, 170. Awesome. Let's get up to maybe 60, 65-ish%, so we have enough buffer, and then we head on to our hotel. We just checked out all those chargers around here. We got those Eon units that seem to work, actually. We also got the supercharger that of course works, as everyone knows. We got Circle K chargers, which aren't roaming, so we couldn't see them and charge there. And we got Ionity. It's really a lot of chargers out here, so that's pretty fun. And multiple restaurants and stuff, so love it. We just found a Neo EL7 there. Pretty nice car. I drove them once, I think, but I don't have a video about that yet. So maybe in the future, again, if I am able to find a Neo again. Would love to do this. We're back at the car and ready to go. Another Model 3 joined us charging there at our post. I guess they either didn't have an idea what they were doing, or they explicitly pulled in there because we were charging slowly and they wouldn't want to block anyone else. However, we don't care, we're at 90%, so unlock charge board. Looking good. Let's unplug. And yeah, let's go. Look at the Chaopeng P7 there, joining us charging. Beautiful car. I sat in that 3 weeks ago, I think. Really nice. Love to see it on the road. In Germany they don't sell it yet, but I think they want to start selling them this year. We are heading out towards our hotel though. Is it in here? Yeah, no. Despierto, that's it. Alright, 30 minutes to go. 3:30 there, and then we can head out to the coast after we checked into our hotel. Awesome! We're almost at our destination, even though it's just 1:30, and we got some nice snacks over here with a very wild import Coca-Cola, which is interesting. Oh, we got an exit here. Alright, let's exit the highway to get to our hotel. But yeah, it tastes pretty much like 100% sugar with a little bit of water. But yeah, it's good. Can do again. Great. 3 minutes to our hotel. That's perfect. Then we don't have any stress with that. And we can go explore some more. And we've just seen a BYD seal on the side of the road with hazard lights on. Something went wrong there. Looked like a tire problem or so. But fun to see all those cars that we don't really get yet, or at least don't see too often. That's an interesting road to get to our B&B, which is this house, I think. And they got a little wind turbine on in their garden. That's interesting. Let's see where we can check in and how all of that works. But at least we do have a real road here now again. That's better than just the gravel. But yeah, looking pretty countryside-y here. Great. So you've seen we just arrived at the property, and I need to show you this because it really is pretty. For once, we do have heated floors, except here in the hallway, all in the whole apartment. We do have a whole complete kitchen, which we aren't gonna use because we're here for one night and we're pretty much on the run to visit Skagen already, but that's nice to have. Then we have a really beautiful little living and sleeping room. It seems like we can charge the cars somewhere. I've also seen a socket outside, but I'm not sure if we're supposed to just plug in there. So I just texted the owners how that works and also how payments handle, because I gave them card details via booking.com, but it didn't deduct anything yet. So I'm not sure. Can show you the bathroom in just a minute, which is also awesome. Nice big shower and stuff, also heated floors, really nice. And we're in the middle of the countryside, so we're not gonna be disturbed by anyone here. That's pretty awesome, really like it. But we're about to head out, as I said, to Skagen to go to the sea, have a look at that, and then we'll be back here later tonight sometime. I also wanted to show you the bathroom, which is also pretty nice. Nice shower there and stuff, so pretty good. All right, we are off to the coast. Right up there, there's also some AC charging, and it's gonna take us an hour to get there. So we'll be there half an hour before sunset. So let's see how that looks as soon as we're over here at the coast, where we also want to go later. But for now, that's fine. Let's head there, have a look at what we can see. And yeah, I'll take you with us, of course. So the highway just stopped being there, and so we're on country roads right now. Pretty nice. 42 more minutes to go for 48 kilometers, but we're only allowed to go max 80 here. So let's have a look at the countryside, see some more of Denmark, which is also nice. I normally like it like that. That's pretty cool. But of course it takes more time to get where you're going. But still, we're gonna look at all of this now, go to the beach up north, and yeah, I'll update you when there's something interesting happening. We're still cruising on country roads, but we are near the sea over there. This is the Ostsee, Eastern Sea, I don't know. Yeah, we're 20 kilometers from our destination, and those guys are going so slowly with 80 kilometers an hour here. That's a bit, yeah, stressful, I would say, but it is what it is. We can't change it. And it's raining heavily, or not heavily, but it is raining quite a bit. There are some dunes and some sand. I still have the hope that it stops raining until we're at the coast, but I'm not so sure if that's gonna happen. But yeah, we're gonna see what it brings us, and we're gonna enjoy it anyway because it's vacation. This is kind of a duny landscape here, if you could say it like that. I know you can, but I do. But you can see it's really broken up with moving ground and looking wild. So sad that it's raining so heavy, but it is what it is. And the landscape still looks amazing, even though it's not so pretty out there weather-wise, but yeah. Look at that! That's wild. We just arrived, and there's a charging station from Yon again. But let's try to get that authorized and working. And then we're gonna go this circling pathway around here and have a look at all of that. Because up here, North and East Sea, I don't know if they're called like this in English, but I'm freely translating, they meet up over there, and we want to have a look at that. And yeah, but first we want to plug in, so let's do that. We're charging, we're getting the full 11 kilowatts that my car can get. In 4 hours we would be fully charged. But yeah, we're not here for that long. Doesn't matter, we take what we can get as long as we're here. We are allowed to park here for 3 hours, I think. But yeah, let's go this way and look at all of this. And yeah, looking good. I gotta get my my hat because it's raining and wet. Okay, this is now becoming some kind of travel vlog as well. Some of you asked for that, so I'm gonna do that. As you know, we are at the northernmost point in Denmark, pretty much, going towards the beach. And here are some kind of bunkers under there, I think. We're gonna go walk around here and have a look. And at least, oh, that's disgusting. We're standing on some kind of build-up place, so I guess we are on a bunker that once was below the ground. And that back there with the fence also looks like a bunker, I would say. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm not that smart, but yeah, possible. We don't know. We're gonna go to the beach now. We just had an expedition through those pretty much lakes, and we're on a good track to get to the real coastline, which I guess is somewhere up there where those people are walking around. But yeah, pretty dirty water here. And I don't know what happened here. Probably some minerals, we just thought, but we're not sure about that because we aren't geologists. So if there are any of you who know what's going on here, please leave a comment and explain, because that would be really interesting. How the heck do we get through that? I think we gotta go somewhere over there. But I think this is already the sea, and it's just a bit higher than normal or so. I don't know. Yeah, we're gonna walk somewhere up there, and then we might be able to say more. Okay, so we reached our northernmost point on this side. There's no going over there. So yeah, we're kind of trying to go somewhere to this side, but that's pretty wet here. Let's hope we don't get even more water that we have to flee from. But we want to get somewhere over there, because I think this is the North Sea and this is the Eastern Sea thing. Yeah. Let's try to get somewhere over there. We actually found the beach. We got to the front through all the dunes. And it looks pretty nice, but it's getting dark. We gotta go back somewhere this way to get towards the car. There's the point that you've just seen on the beautiful drone shots where North and Eastern Sea get together. And now we're gonna go back in there. Well, no. Of course not, because that's freaking freezing. Just like the wind in my face. So I stopped talking because I can't see in the car. We're actually not in the car yet, but we told you about the bunker thing. And there is something in the water, and there is something ahead of us. And we think it might be some kind of bunker, maybe. So, and there's a lighthouse. Whoops. Whoops. Yeah, you can see it flash up there. That's wild. But yeah, let's check out what that big black thing is. And then we're gonna go in there to get to the car where it's warm. I gotta fire up the air conditioning or the heater, I should say, in just a sec. So I'd say that's maybe an island or something. I'm sorry for the bad camera work. I'm wearing gloves and those aren't as exact as my fingers normally are. Yeah, we're gonna hop on there and look what that is. So, quick history lesson I just learned. Those bunkers and stuff were like to fight against the English people when they tried to invade the Danish long time ago, 1807 I think it was. And they built this to be able to fight them off, and they also disabled all the lighthouses they have around here, or light fires at that time, where so that the English didn't know where they had to go and stuff. So that's pretty interesting, and those are the remnants of that time, the bunker walls that stood once to fight off the English. So yeah, interesting history lesson on the beach. We also did get a quick look inside the bunker here, and I'm commenting this, so that's not me live in there, as you could see me outside. It's pretty full of sand in here, as you can see, and also quite a lot of trash in here. So I guess some people used that as some kind of sleeping place or something, or just to make a party. It also seems to be quite warm in there, at least I heard so. Still not warm, you can see the breath, but way warmer than outside because there's pretty much no wind coming in. It's pretty much all closed up, only some small inlets through old windows and stuff, and of course that main door that we could come in through. So that's pretty interesting. And there you can see me again. We are back in the car, charged up to 64% state of charge. That's pretty good. We're gonna be arriving at the hotel with 26%. Should be enough to get to Aalborg after that for dinner. Just a quick stop at the hotel for talking to the owner and paying and stuff. So yeah, that's pretty nice. Also charge up. Here's the lighthouse up close. We did pass this before, but I kind of didn't notice it too much. But that's cool. Awesome. Yeah, now back through the dunes and over the highway. Nice. We are currently driving through Frederikshavn, and there is an ID bus charging and something else I can't see, and a Model 3 with nice Alpitronic hyperchargers in the middle of the city at the port, which is right next to us. Pretty nice, and a long closed bridge. Cool. Love to see it. And this guy doesn't understand how the rear fog light works, because it's not that foggy. It is foggy, but not that foggy. So yeah, someone needs to know how that works. Anyway, half an hour to our B&B. After we drove through the tunnel of the River Elbe yesterday, we're now going below the Jimfjord in Aalborg, which is way steeper and way deeper. Also, we just talked to the owner of our B&B where we're staying, and we can plug in the car into that wind turbine that we saw. There's a Schuko plug, and we can just plug in there and juice up the car from that, and that's pretty awesome. So we're gonna do that later, but now we're going to Aalborg center and getting some food and having a look at Aalborg city, at least what we can see there now while we're looking for food. And it's so goddamn foggy, but of course we're right next to the water, so no big surprise. We're navigating to a parking garage where we can also AC charge the car, so getting some juice in, because Schuko overnight won't get us fully charged, I would guess. 2.5 kilowatts over, I don't know, 9-10 hours, something like that. Might give us like 25 kilowatt hours, so half a battery. If we charge to 50-ish% now while we're eating, that would be perfect. Then we could just leave tomorrow with a fully charged car. That would be nice. I'd love that, but we'll see. Then we would need to charge tomorrow maybe once to Copenhagen or so. That would be great. Then we had some more time. There are some, are those boats? No, I don't know. Yeah, so let's find some food first. We found the chargers in the parking garage, or I should say on the parking garage, because they are on the top park deck where there's not even the roof anymore. It's just, we are on the roof basically, and there is not only 13 AC chargers and a Taycan up there charging up, but also 4 50 kilowatt DC plugs with Alpitronic Hike 50 units. That's pretty nice. Love it. And it's so foggy, like crazy. We gotta take a thumbnail picture up here before we forget that. But let us first plug in the car with the AC cable and authorize this station. I'm gonna do that now. You can have a look at that because I need my phone for that. And then we're gonna find food. This ID was the right one. We're authorized and charging. Awesome. Really good. 4.5 hours to fully charged. Yeah, that's fine. I just found a fully electric double bendy bus. That's wild. Looks like a tram, but it's a bus. That's so cool. Every city I go has electric buses. And then there are the German cities which don't. We had our food, which I didn't comment on, but I filmed it so I can show it to you here right now. Was really good. Also had free salad and ice cream, which we used, of course. That was pretty good. Now we're pretty much back to the car, and it's still cold outside, as you can hear, as my voice doesn't work or my mouth doesn't work. Yeah, we're charged up to 55-ish%, I think. Pretty good. We're gonna have to drive this tight parking garage down back to our hotel and plug into the best charging station in the world. That's gonna be fun. My car stopped charging multiple times, but it restarted automatically, so I think something's wrong with those boxes, those chargers, those EVSEs. But no matter what, we continue charging. The Taycan's gone, he's done charging. So yeah, that's pretty good. Let's head to the best charging station in the world, and then I can finish up this part. Okay, we just arrived back at our hotel, and as we were told, there at this box below the wind turbine, we do have a Niko socket. So we're just gonna take our emergency charging cable, open up our charge port, and plug this way in here. I think I don't even know if I ever used this before. Yep, looks good. That's green. Now let's take this over here to our charge port and plug it in. Communicating. That's looking good, and we are charging. It's literally that easy. Let's have a quick look what speeds we get there. We're gonna take that real quick. Have a look inside. 1 kilowatt. We can get up to 13 amps, and we can put it up to 13 amps. So let's do that. Now we're getting 3 kilowatts, 9.5 hours until fully charged. That's pretty perfect. Then we are balancing tomorrow morning. Normally it's like 9 hours when it says 9.5, so almost 9 hours. We could put this down to maybe 11 amps or 12, 10 hours. I think that's good timing. 9.5 hours. Yeah, should be fine. And the car doesn't have to or let's just, then it parks for some time with a fully charged battery. Shouldn't hurt it too much. Should be going quite well. So yeah, that's awesome. And I would say that's been it for this video. Stay tuned for the next part, which is tomorrow for us and next week for you. Thank you so much for watching, and see you guys in the next one. Bye.